I got 2 batteries left. Battery bars. Running out of battery. Running out of battery. And I got 3 more unboxings to do. I'm only on my 3rd one right now. I'm gonna have to come back after I eat and finish this. I still have 2 tins left and a box over there. Legendary Duelist box. The return to the normal. And I got a playset if you include the messed up one. The misprinted doubled up card. I'm not even joking. The card is printed on 2 cards. Salamander Violet Chimera. You can just tell by the weight of it. If I picked it up, I'm like, whoa, are these cards made different? Salamander Violet Chimera. It feels really heavy and feels strange. I thought it was just like, oh, they're making them on new cards for the new tins. Cool. Nah, it's just a misprint. Defense of the Labyrinth. But that's cool though. That's another cool thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! You get misprints and they're worth money. Honestly. Because people want the misprints. If you get a misprint in Pokemon, bleh, nobody wants it. They want the perfect one. They want perfection. They don't want the misprinted ones. Gladiator Beast Vespus. Now some people would disagree and be like, no, that's not true. Well, yeah, it is. Look at the difference in prices between a regular and a misprint one in Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Pokemon, and the difference is there. Tenny Spirit Vishuda. You could take a card that is a normal monster over there that's worth like 10 cents. Or, well, 10 normal monster. Normal trap over there, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's worth 10 cents. And then turn around and sell it for like $3 or $4 because it's a misprint. Gladiator Beast United. You couldn't do that with Pokemon. You take a 10-cent card Pokemon and it's misprinted $1. And 2 at tops. So you make like twice as much off of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not into that whole thing because I'm not I'm more of a collector. Chain hole, but I'm not really a collector though. I'm just a duelist. I'm an actual duelist. I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh! To collect cards. Or to sell them. Romation's Prison. The only time I would ever sell a card is if somebody came to me and begged me to sell it to them. And I'd probably sell it way under what it's worth too, because I don't really care. If I'm not using it and you come to me asking for the card, yeah, sure, I'll sell it to you for whatever. You make an offer and I'll decide if it sounds right. Mech Knight, Crusadia Vermax. And I'm not a trading person because I handle cards different than most people do. And every time I trade, I end up getting screwed because people don't treat cards the same way I do. I treat them with more respect. Borlord, Savage Dragon. I'm getting all the Borlord dragons. That's cool. Good to have. Nightmare Incarnation Deli or Deli or Dele or something like that. What is that? Is that a girl? Oh yeah, there it is. Why was that so hard to see? I'm like, is that a girl? The artwork was good on that one, so good I couldn't even tell what it was. Oh, yeah, here. Evil I Repose. This is the card that I got that's signed by JQ Yugioh. I'm pretty sure that's who did it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Go check out my other videos where I talk about I am not an IRA operative. Dino Wrestler Volcanox, because the stupid FBI opens all my mail, so they opened it up, and I know they opened it up because he taped it shut to keep it from falling out of the plastic and getting damaged during shipment. Well, what do you know? The tape was cut with a razor blade. I wonder why. Because they were looking for a note. The FBI was looking for a note or some sort of like communication between me and the IRA. Gladiator Beast charge. But yeah, I'm on the do not fly list and stuff. I can't fly to anywhere in Europe or anywhere that is anti-America, so I couldn't go to like Cuba or anything like that. Even though Cuba travel has opened back up, I couldn't go there. I can't go to Mexico because there's a lot of travel with Salmon Great Paro with refugees and stuff like that, so I would have to stay away from there. Yeah. Plus, I can't go anywhere in the U.S. that has a high population of Irish people. So, no Boston for me. Can't go to Boston. And if I even start driving towards Boston, they'll stop me if I'm driving in the general vicinity. Where are you going? What are you doing? Galactic Spiral Dragon. Yeah, and yeah, they've already tortured me once, so I'm trying to avoid all that crap. They tortured me trying to get me to admit to being an IRA terrorist, but yeah, they put me on the do not fly list. Sub-terrorist secession. The only place that I could really go, that I would really want to go, that I could go, would be like Italy. But I'd have to get permission, and they would be with me. I would have an escort, armed escort, with FBI agents, fully armed and fully body armored and all that sort of stuff, with armored cars and whatnot, like a convoy. Abominable chamber of the Unchained, which would be kind of good because I'd have my own protection when I go somewhere in Italy, because Italy would be like the only place I'd want to go in Europe. And then yeah, other than that, my battery might cut out before I finish this opening, so yeah, but whatever. I'll come back after I finish eating and finish my unboxings, hopefully all of them. But yeah, anyway, so I could also go to Japan. I would love to go to Japan. Escape of the Unchained. I like Japan, although it's irradiated because idiots gotta build factories where there's tsunamis. Nuclear factories where there's tsunamis? Oh, who would have thought that was a bad idea? Fusion of fire. Oh, there's these rocks that mark where the line is of tsunamis that have struck in the past. Oh, let's just ignore it and build past it with a nuclear power plant. What possibly could go wrong? Speed Burst Dragon. Yeah, anyways, I'd like to go to Japan, even just to challenge somebody in swords play, like a renowned swords play person. Because you can't really find people here in the U.S. that are proficient in swords play like I am. Tyrant Farm. So unless I like teach somebody, I'm not gonna really get the experience that I want out of swords play here in the U.S. And people don't think, oh, it's no big. People think, oh, it's no big deal, swords play, because it has play in its name. It's fun. Oh yeah, right. Madolce, Pegstein Sapphire, whatever. Anyways, swords play is not fun. It's highly dangerous and can get you killed and break your bones and all sorts of stuff. Getting hit with a sword, wooden sword, can kill you, and let me best believe it, it hurts bad. Flawless perfection of the tenyi. If you get hit enough times, you learn not to get hit. You learn what it takes not to get hit. Trust me. White Aurora Monosurius. I started training in our niece swords play, and also with knives, practicing with knives, because our niece, it's not just swords, it's knives too. Yeah, so the knives would be aluminum, not sharp, obviously. Witchcrafter Schemeta. But yeah, the knives aren't sharp, and the wooden swords hurt like crap. Man, when you're stabbed with either one of them or sliced with either one of them, it feels like the real thing. Witchcrafter Bestreet, because that's why it works so well with training. And why you train like that, you train all out with the person, so that way you actually get good, and it saves your life if you need to ever use it. Which is what happened to me, because somebody tried to stab me to death, and I was able to get the knife from them. If I didn't have that background, I would have been dead. IP Mascarina. I literally had to talk myself out of killing the person too after I took the knife from them. Stand your ground laws. I wouldn't have gone to jail. Well, I would have probably gone to jail, but they wouldn't have been able to charge me. I'd have been released eventually. Witchcrafter Madame Vere. Here's another misprint card. I swear, it's too thick, it feels like. Yeah. I got a misprint card, another one. It definitely is printed on too thick a paper. It's thicker than the other cards. You can just tell by the weight and the thickness when you're holding it. It feels different. But that's holographic, so I'm still gonna set it out to the side of the other misprint. Wailing of the Unchained Souls. See what I'm talking about? This pack was definitely a misprint pack. You seen all those holographics back to back I just pulled? Jeez. Anyways, Neo Space Connector. It was way more than the other packs in this tin. I don't know what's going on, honestly. Did I just buy all the tins that were misprinted? Gladiator Beast Atornix. Although it's only happened in 2 of them so far, so maybe not quite all of them are misprinted. But who knows? Maybe it came from a misprinted case, and I happened to just pick up some of them. Gladiator Beast Comeback. I literally bought every single one that they had at Walmart. Mordschlag. Eventually I'm going to start teaching our niece too. And once I start teaching our niece, I'll end up filming some of it and putting it on YouTube. And I'll teach it to anyone that is 7 years of age or older. Dino Wrestler Marshall Ampolo. And the reason being is because if you're 7 years old, you have the strength to break somebody's arm. If you're younger than 7 years old, yeah, but you're just not in the right mindset to actually go and break somebody's arm. So I could teach somebody as young as 4 years old, but I would feel bad hitting them with the sword and whatnot. Rocket Synchron, even just holding back, I would still feel bad. So the youngest that I will actually teach would be 7. And of course I'll hold back. The only time I wouldn't hold back is if they get me mad because they're hitting me really hard. Then I'm going to start teaching them a lesson about, oh, you think it's a joke? I can hit hard too. Alright, so I'll be back. I gotta go charge my batteries.